Established Rich coming right back at you. And today we got to talk about a situation that looks small on the surface, but really says a lot about how people handle themselves in real life. This is about Jim Jones and his altercation inside Lowe's over a price dispute that ended up going viral for all the wrong reasons. Now, before anybody thinks I'm hating, let me start here and be clear about it, because I don't play that game when it comes to being fair. Jim Jones may have been right about the price if the item was labeled wrong on the shelf, and any customer would expect the store to handle that properly. I've been in that same situation before, where something rings up different than what you saw, and sometimes they fix it and sometimes they don't. But not one time did I feel the need to turn that moment into a whole scene like it was life or death over a price difference.
This manager decided to take upon himself to tell me what I've done wrong. So tell the people that you're mad that I found these locks for $78 because y'all put the wrong price. Y'all put the wrong price. You don't want to look at me now? You just had a lot to say. You don't have nothing to say? You're mad that I found... What's up, dog? How you feeling? They had the price under it. And we know that all stores, when you make a mistake and keep the items under the price, they have to honor it. You came over here while I was having a conversation with a nice black young lady and proceeded to say, oh, if we place our items anywhere, then that's the price, right? That's how you treat a customer at Lowe's? Are you the manager? You said you're the manager, right? So instead of de-escalating the situation, you added fuel to the fire. You didn't come over here with customer service. You came over here with bad service. Huh? Why? Because I'm a black man trying to do good things? Or what was it? Because I was talking to a black lady. Huh? You have nothing to say? Well, this is going right to Lowe's. Right to Lowe's. I hope that you got your job right. What's up, brother? How you feeling? What's going on? What's up, bro? How you feeling?
You can see clearly this started as a simple disagreement that could have been handled with a conversation and a little patience on both sides. But this is where maturity is supposed to show up. And this is where I think everything started going left. At 50 plus years old, with the level of success and fame Jim Jones has had in his life, this should not have turned into what we saw. You can be completely right about a situation and still handle it in a way that makes you look completely wrong. Now let's get to the part that really changed the energy of this whole thing, because this is where it stopped being about a price and started being about something else completely.
They trying to kick me out because they made the wrong price on their stuff. So ask them. Okay. And the guy said, yes, it is $78.
This is Lowe's policy. We're refusing service.
Remember, you're going to be viral. You're going to be viral. I don't think Lowe's is going to like this. You see how they treating us, Lowe's? You're going to be viral in the morning. Lowe's. This is how you manage your acts, Lowe's. My name is Joseph Jones.
Joseph? All right.
Joseph Jones.
Second one, figure this out, please.
You're gonna cost $78, right?
I got you, yeah.
So that's what he told me. Look,
Well, you don't really have to explain nothing to them.
And then
the social media will explain it to them later.
Yeah, so he told me.
And this guy, they will know your name in seconds, bro. You're going to be so viral later for trying to cause this problem. You don't want to de-escalate. You're supposed to be the manager. I hope you have a job for your family in the morning. Now you disappeared because you called police. For what? For what?
Can you get someone behind here to run? He was supposed to be run up 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but he came.
Well, right now, while we're here, can you get someone else to ring him up?
Now somebody else to ring him up. The manager just came out here and told me that I can't shop in here. He said I did something wrong.
Yeah, but Dave went to check the price.
It doesn't
to
matter. The
verify.
price was wrong. We had to give it to him in honor.
Okay, that's all I need.
Oh, they're going to be so viral tomorrow. The price is wrong. I'm right. And he just made me felt like a criminal. He just, where's the guy that was right here that just came out here and said, this is our fucking policy?
Now you see the shift, because once the phones come out and you start talking about making somebody go viral, it ain't about resolving nothing no more. Now it's about control and using your platform like a weapon against somebody who don't even have the same power as you. And that's where I got a real problem with this, because whether that manager was right or wrong, he's still at work doing his job, and you're using your following to put pressure on him in real time. That's not even a fair situation anymore. That's you turning a moment into a power play. Now let's talk about the manager for a second, because a lot of people online are acting like he was wrong for calling the police. And I don't see it that way at all. If somebody is in your store getting loud, recording, talking about your job and making it personal, you don't know what they could turn into next. You at work. You responsible for that space. And you don't know if this situation is about to go further than words. So from his position, calling the police was him protecting himself and his job. And people got to start looking at both sides of these situations instead of just reacting off emotion.
This is what happens too much in America. You heard? Pardon me. And I don't like to have my phone out, But shit gets spooky when police come around, especially when we're innocent.
We're gonna figure this out, right?
You can figure it out, bro. I'm just doing what's allowed to do in America, my brother. Is yelling a crime?
No.
Okay then, bro. Like, just leave me alone. You wasn't done wrong. I was. My money's still up there. They take my money. All right, bet. You don't want to come outside and talk to me, bro? You don't want to come outside and say you was wrong and apologize? Maybe I won't post it. You don't want to say I apologize? You don't want to turn around? You don't want to let the people know what you did, how you wronged me? You could have de-escalated the situation as a good manager and saved face for Lowe's. I come in here every week. What happened? You keep walking away. That's bad management skills. You have no customer service skills whatsoever. While being right and black in America, this shit crazy.
Can you just hit cancel on that, please? Or did you put your, okay, put your number. You can just hit cancel.
People call police on black people as if that's supposed to scare them. There's no crimes being committed. The only time people get scared if there's crimes being committed. That's what us black people need to understand. We gotta stand down. These people be trying to do too much to us over nothing because they feel a type of way, because we allowed to do the things they're allowed to do. That's what America's here for. It's a freedom. It's a free country. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all have a good one.
Now you see where everything ended up. And this is where I gotta ask the real question that people don't want to ask. Was all of this really worth it, over $78? And don't get it twisted. This ain't about the money. It's about the response not matching the situation. Because at a certain level in life, you start moving different. You start picking your moments different. And this was not a moment that needed all of that. Now let me address something else that keeps coming up every time a situation like this happens. Because this needs to be said clearly. Everything is not about race. Just because two people are having a conflict does not mean that's automatically what it is. As a black man, I'm always gonna stand on what's real. If you come into a situation with aggression and energy that puts somebody on edge, you gotta own that too. We can't only look at how we were treated and ignore how we showed up. And that's where this whole situation gets real simple for me. When I break it all the way down, Jim Jones had a valid point, but he handled it in a way that completely took away from that point. Because once you start threatening people with viral moments and talking about their job, you're not standing on principle anymore. You're standing on ego. And ego will turn a small situation into a big problem every single time. At a certain point, you gotta realize every situation don't need your phone. And every moment don't need an audience. Sometimes the real power is just walking away and knowing that this ain't even worth my time. And that's the part that I think a lot of people missed when they watched this video. This was never about winning. This was about how you carry yourself when nobody owes you anything. Right or wrong, this could have been handled better. That's just what it is. You can defend yourself without disrespecting somebody. And you can make a point without turning it into a performance. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe. Established Rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.